Hi everyone, my name is Kim Lopez and I'm a senior at Cornell University. I'm studying industrial and labor relations.
Hi, my name is Crystal Zhang. I'm a first-year MD candidate at the University of Pennsylvania.
This summer, Crystal and I worked with the Service Employees International Union on a project at Napa State Hospital. This project focused on workplace violence and barriers to effective reporting of assault. So, just some quick background on Napa State Hospital. It's a low to moderate security psychiatric hospital, which holds about 1,300 civil and criminal patients. Workplace violence has been an increasingly severe issue in mental health hospitals that was brought to the public's attention by the murder of Donna Gross. An SEIU study found that at Napa State Hospital alone, over 1,500 crimes had occurred in 2009, and 65% of respondents had been attacked on the job. SEIU joined forces with 4 other unions to form the Safety Now Coalition, which is pushing for better safety conditions at the Department of Mental Health hospitals. Our objectives this summer were to evaluate the effectiveness of reporting procedures in place at the hospital, as well as learn about staff assaults from a worker's perspective. While there are many critical issues about workplace violence that need to be addressed, proper reporting of assaults is a critical starting point. SEIU's research established that it is impossible to know how many assaults go unreported each day. As SEIU reported, no official record captures the true scope of violence. Proper reporting is significant because it allows staff to track patterns in patient behavior. This will prevent escalation of violence and allow the development of an appropriate treatment plan for the patient. It also provides system-wide data to implement corrective policies after an assault occurs. As one worker explains,
"If you don't document it, it didn't happen. So many shifts, so many people, details get lost in the mix."
We used a variety of recruitment methods to attract participants. Interviews were conducted on hospital grounds or on the phone and lasted on average 30 minutes.
We spoke to 57 employees this summer and asked them, "Have you ever been assaulted?" 75% responded yes. With further questioning, we found that most people did not consider verbal and minor injuries to be assaults. Threats were common, such as,
"I'm gonna murder you." "Well, you know what we can do to staff." "When I get out of here."
In fact, a far greater percentage, 91%, told us that they had been verbally assaulted. So in addition to the numbers, we also heard some harrowing stories. As one former psych tech recalls,
"The next thing I knew, I was seeing stars. Just like in the cartoon, it just goes black. He hit me in the mouth, fractured one of my teeth straight up the middle, and dislocated my jaw. I passed out."
And in fact, this psych tech had to switch professions due to post-traumatic stress disorder from the assault. Of the assaults mentioned, 77% were reported in some way. The most common forms of reporting were through a handwritten note in the chart or verbal notification, and information reported through both of these methods have limited impact and are easily overlooked. Only 17% of assaults were reported through the computerized incident management system that collects assault data to make system-wide changes. On average, each assault was reported through 4 different methods and could take over 2 days to complete the whole process. Reporting also differed by the type of assault. You can see on the right that 80% experienced bites, hits, or kicks, but only 69% reported those assaults. Only about half of the assaults that result in minimal physical injury, including verbal and sexual harassment, spitting, and pushing, were reported. We found many barriers that contribute to the low reporting rate. Among the most common reasons was the perception that minor assaults are not worthy of reporting. Additionally, paperwork is time-consuming. It can take an hour to fill out a single form. Staff often express that nothing will happen anyway, referring to the lack of consequences to the patient and management inaction. These 4 reasons contributed to about half of our interviewees' decisions to not report their assaults. With so many barriers, underreporting at Napa State Hospital is not surprising. In conclusion, we identified some main problems with the reporting system at Napa State Hospital and will present our recommendations in response. First, the system is extremely disjointed and time-consuming. We recommend that 1, the system be made more streamlined, consolidated, and consistent. Staff should not have to write the same thing twice in multiple forms. 2, to shift reporting responsibilities from already overworked care staff to office staff. And 3, that any reforms should balance priorities between increasing reporting of assaults and work burden for staff. Two other significant barriers to reporting are that workers perceive their assaults to be insignificant, and they don't see any impact to reporting. To address both of these issues, we recommend increased transparency and communication with staff about assault frequency, so that staff are aware of the risks in their work environment. As a result, seeing that others are reporting all types of assaults, including minor ones, may change the norm about what is reported. Additionally, staff will be reassured that their reports are a part of the system and impact safety at the hospital.
The most challenging part of the summer was finding a diverse group that represented the workforce as closely as possible. It was also difficult to find time when workers could speak with us since their breaks are so short. We were able to combat these issues through our unique recruiting methods and flyering in English and Tagalog. Crystal and I also gained valuable research experience and explored multiple career paths. Many thanks to everyone who helped make this summer a wonderful experience.